I beg your pardon. Could you watch Willoughby for a while? He'd be quite happy in your pen.
Willoughby? Do you mean your Tripodon? Of course I'll watch him for you.
You stay here, Willoughby, and be good, all right? I can't take you into the city.
You're quite right to look after your Tripodon. With all these rebels around, you never know what could happen. I hear their chief has just been captured. I will take you to the gates of the city.
The city is calm. There is someone on our minds, but we are not sure exactly who it is. He attacked the sacred guards and stole a Tripodon.
The memory sanctuary. It's very well guarded, isn't it?
Yes, the Hierarch doesn't like Velsubek to be disturbed. The entrances are watched and are off limits to the curious. Be careful, Visahid. The guards are up in arms. It would be unfortunate if they found what they were looking for. I have to continue my watch.
There's nothing inside.
Cronus punished me. My sandscraper is dead. It's a terrible loss for me. I was going to start raising them. Raising sandscrapers, that's the future. I've got an idea. Help me find some sandscrapers and I'll pay you back.
Sand scrapers?
Yes, let's say 6. No, 7. Bring me 7 sandscrapers and I'll make it worth your while. I promise you.
I'm looking for information about the memory sanctuary.
This is one of the most highly protected places in the city. You need a seal to get in, and only the Hierarch can give you that. Don't tell anyone, but there's a Shekandar chronomancer in the city this very moment. What an honor.
Tell me about Velsubek.
Velsubek lives in the Memory Sanctuary. They say he didn't retire to the monastery because he wanted to stay close to the Sand People. I must continue sanctifying the offerings.
me.
What is it now? Can't you see I'm busy?
I didn't mean to disturb you, believe me.
Well, you did.
Do you know the Memory Sanctuary?
Yes, and it's not here.
What are you doing?
You are persistent. It's my job to check the chronomantic lock on this sphere. It's completely unnecessary because this spectre has been locked in there for so long he doesn't even want to escape anymore. Besides, there's nothing much we can learn from him now.
Do you know Valsubek?
Belzebub. He must be in the sanctuary. He could verify his log himself, but he's too busy with his blasted research. No, that's enough. I have other things to do besides answer Blizzard's questions.
Something's bothering me, but what is it?
For the sake of Kronos, you'd be better off facing him, Blizzard.
I don't think we could found a new religion in England with a god that looks like that.
Master, you have come back. I wonder, did you see anyone outside?
Yes, there is a Shekandar monk outside.
A chronomancer. I knew it. A chronomancer monk only a few meters away from me. No other news could make me happier, Master. You should visit me more often. Could you do me a favor, Master? A big favor?
Why not?
Ask the monk to come in. I want to see him. It has been ages since I've seen a Shekandar. They have so much in common with Lemurs. I must talk to him.
It's just that I don't know how to induce him to come in.
There must be a way. I have an idea. To get him to come in, give the monk this shell of time and tell him that I gave it to you. It's just an illusion. Real shells of time are quite rare. Shekandars are always searching for them. He'll be so impatient to know more that he won't realize it's a thing.
You're a clever one.
That's why I'm still here, safe from the harshness of the desert.
Where does it come from?
The lemur in the sphere gave it to me. He has others, if you're interested.
I'm going in the sphere. I don't want to be disturbed.
In order to open the doors of the Memory Sanctuary, you need a seal. This is the Hierarch's order. My job as Guardian is of the utmost importance. Something strange is going on. I'm sure I had 12 bottles of Ashfire, but I counted them again and 4 are missing. Someone has stolen them. Probably someone who is jealous of my prestigious position as a sacred guard. About these strange occurrences, I know 2 women who look so much alike I can't tell them apart, and they have the right to go through the red door. The Memory Sanctuary must remain a sacred place reserved for the wise.
It's closed.
That won't do you any good. The door is locked. Only the Hierarch can authorize your entry to the sanctuary.
Lovely vegetables, lovely vegetables. She always wants lovely vegetables. Does she think the Sandalopes know that Velsubek is going to eat them?
Is someone complaining about the quality of your vegetables?
Nothing is ever good or beautiful enough for that hag Hamiata. She's Velsubek's servant. According to her, her master is the guardian of the Memory Sanctuary, so he deserves the very best vegetables in the city. But I'm sure she eats them herself. Did I tell you about Ataima? She and her sister Hamiata look as similar as 2 sandalope seeds. But Ataima is so sweet and friendly. Her soul is beautiful. I believe that Velsubek has given a seal to Ataima and not Hamiata.
Ataima seems to have warmed your heart.
She is so lovely. You must meet her. Ataima and Hamiata live together in a house just east of the square. Ah, Ataima. Her golden peach complexion lights up my poor eyes. If I grow a new vegetable, I shall name it Ataima. What a beautiful name!
Amazing. These look like tea leaves. They remind me of England.
Those are mirthweed leaves. Holy sand squash! They're impossible weeds!
Weeds? They look like tea.
Keep them if you want, but I can't see what good they'll do you. If mirthweed starts to invade your garden, it's harder to get rid of than catching a sand scraper with a honey cactus.
Charming beast.
Play a game of Rainbow Nautilus. I don't have time.
The Shand God shaved the fire arc.
No, no, no! You've made mistakes again! Correct them immediately!
Leave me alone. Didn't you hear the priest? I have to correct my mistakes.
The Shand God saves the hierarch. There, now it makes sense.
Good. Very good. You have done excellent work. May the blessing of Kronos be upon you.
I took the liberty of correcting several transcript errors on your stone carving. I hope you don't mind.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You've done me a big favor. Here, take this. I don't know exactly what it does, but the priests treat it as though it's very special. Take it.
Could you give me some information about the Memory Sanctuary? I'd like to know more about it.
The legends of the Sand People are kept there. I could show you the way, Visaid, but it wouldn't do any good. The Sanctuary is off-limits. There is one thing that amuses us about the Sanctuary. The Guardian behind the red doors is practically deaf. We play tricks on him from time to time. Nothing too terrible. I mean, it's not his fault. It was because of the Master Shakandar's machine. It used to be located inside the Sanctuary and made a noise so loud you could hear it in the city. It's been moved since then.
I wonder, why can't anyone get into the Memory Sanctuary?
Mikhail himself restricted access to the Sanctuary because Kronos ordered him to do so. I can remember the Hierarch's words. He said, "Man's memory belongs to the Sand God. Only the Hierarch can go through the stone doors which lead to the Sanctuary." You must have work to do, Visaid. Don't waste too much time.
Charming beast.
Boy, she really gets on my nerves.
you crying?
My friend took my doll. She means a lot to me. I can't play the way I want to without my doll.
Where is your doll?
My friend threw it out. Into the tripodon pan, I think. Would somebody be kind enough to go and find my doll? I have a special reward for whoever brings it back to me. I can't play without my doll.
I don't think he agrees. Amazing. These look like tea leaves. look preoccupied.
If only you knew how sorry I am that I threw that doll out. I shouldn't have. My friend was so fond of it. I have to get that doll back. I mean, do you want to trade? A bucket? Yes, I do need one. Will you take this Visahid ointment in exchange? It could be useful to you.
That's a miracle. I thought this world was primitive, but there's a kettle, the most civilized object I can think of.
Doesn't my kitchen smell good? Velzubek often tells me he liked to eat something other than black salt. I keep trying new recipes, but he never likes anything I prepare for him.
Nonetheless, your kitchen smells good.
I'm an excellent cook, but it's not easy. The vegetables the gardener gives me are only second-rate. They aren't worthy of my cooking. I'd like to find a new recipe. Velzubek would really like to eat something other than black salt. He's counting on me, Hamiata. He's a very demanding master.
Are you her governess?
I don't govern anything. Ataima and I have access to the memory sanctuary to serve the master when he needs us. We have a seal from the hierarch, which we show to the gods so that they'll let us through. I would give anything to find a simple, easy-to-prepare recipe that pleases Velzubek. What do you expect me to do with these leaves? Those are weeds.
This coffer is closed.
You cannot go into the prison, Visahid. We're holding a dangerous criminal in there. The chief of the rebels himself.
Oh.
You heard me. Now get out of here.
The chief of the rebels? What's going to happen to him?
The chief of the rebels hasn't been judged yet, but since he's devoted to the former king, he might get locked up for eternity. Like you, if you don't stop bothering me. I know a guard who looks like you. He's as hard of hearing as you are.
That idiot Kashem didn't notice anything. Ever since he started guarding the red door, all he can think about is fulfilling his mission the best he can.
Meanwhile, you empty out his bottles of ashfire. Najazir, you are the most underhanded scoundrel I know.
Thanks for the compliment. And I'll be taking more of his bottles. He won't notice a thing until he gets thirsty.
It looks like they dry some kind of nuts on this tray. These leaves are nice and dry. I'll be able to make an excellent cup of tea with them. How did you get yourself into this mess? This machine looks frightening.
The hierarch punished me for stealing a tripodon, but I'm not the one that stole it.
This hierarch is a barbarian. It pains me to see an innocent man punished. Perhaps I can set you free.
The guards, they might see you, and this machine, when they use it, it's as if my body doesn't belong to me anymore.
I can't do anything.
You don't belong here. Get down from there.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to go and freshen up.
Dried leaves ingredients, and boiling water should produce an excellent cup of tea. There.
It's not that bad, but it's awfully bitter.
This cactus gives off a sweet smell, like honey.
Were like you. Here, take this F-eyed flute. Look how small and close together the holes are. Only the F-eyeds can play it, but I'm sure it will be useful to you.
My hands aren't made for this flute.
You seem sad. I know what you need. The best remedy for sadness is a game of Rainbow Nautilus. Show me the thing you want to bet on. Come on, play a game of Rainbow Nautilus. You can bet this. If you win, I'll give you some sand herbs. If you lose, I keep what you bet. All right? Now we're ready to play. If you ask me, I can explain the rules. To practice, take a ball from the bucket. The game will begin as soon as you tell me which object you want to bet. The principle of Rainbow Nautilus is simple. You have to throw wooden balls in the compartments on the ground. Each one is worth a certain number of points. In order to win, you have to get as many points as possible. But what's fun is to dislodge the balls your adversary has thrown from the compartments they're in. I go along with your bet. We can start whenever you want. Are you sure you understand the goal of the game? I lost! The wind is against me. Hey, you're really lucky. Well, I could do better. I lost! The wind is against me. I lost! The wind is against me. You won! Here are the sand herbs, I bet.
I forgot the most important thing. Taste. It should be good.
It's delicious. Velsubeck will love it. Such a simple recipe for something so good. The master will surely want to know more. Go see him. Here, take this key. In order to meet Velsubeck, you need the Hierarch's seal, which I've locked in a coffer. But to open it, you'll have to get the other key from Ataima.
I don't want to be disturbed. I have a lot of work to do and my back hurts. Leave me alone! My back is killing me! I think I'd even deharmonize someone if it would make my back better.
Oh my God! Praise be to Kronos! Some Visaid ointment! The best remedy for back pain! You are my hero!
My back is much better thanks to you. I am Ataima. I serve Velsubek. That is, I clean the instruments he uses in his work. He's so careless with them. They got so dirty I couldn't get them clean. That's why he made this machine. If only it hadn't broken down.
Tell me a little about Velsubek's machine.
Velsubek invented this machine which washes things with water and sand. It's much more efficient than washing by hand, but it makes an incredible amount of noise. That's why it was moved out of the sanctuary. It's just my luck that this stupid machine broke down. I've asked Velsubek to fix it, but he's so busy. I would do anything if someone could repair this machine for me.
It's far too heavy.
It's useless to put that further away.
You are my hero. My machine is fixed and my back doesn't hurt anymore. What talent! I'm sure Velsubek would want to meet you.
Well, that's just the point. I would like to talk to him.
Take this key. If you can get Hamiata's key, she's a friend who also works for the Master, you can open our coffer and take the Hierarch seal from it. Without that seal, you cannot get into the Memory Sanctuary.
It's closed.
You rang?
Yes. I'd like to come in.
Hourglass Square is further away.
No, not Hourglass Square. I want to come in.
Look, I told you, this isn't Hourglass Square. Are you deaf or what?
Seal guarantees that you will meet the Master Shekandar.
You may have the Hierarch seal, but that's not enough. It's the custom to pay a fee to the guard on the door, and this custom must be respected. But I'm a reasonable man. 1 bottle of ash fire will suffice.
I don't have a bottle of ash fire, but I do know that a certain Najazir recently stole some.
By Kronos! So that's who stole my bottles! He didn't waste any time. All right, Visaid, I'll let you in.
I can't hear what you're saying. I'm a little hard of hearing.
But I didn't say anything.
Ah, for that, go and see the priests. Only they know the secrets of the Sand God. Yes, that's the Hierarch's seal. If you're here, you must have it, don't you? I'm coming!
I can't open it.
My word, you've brought me 6, no 7 sand scrapers. That's wonderful. Here, as promised.
I have no time for you. I told you I was busy. My work demands my undivided attention. Who are you then? I've never seen you here. You are not a Sandman.
My name is Wells. I came from the past, thanks to a time machine, but the machine disappeared when I arrived in the city. I got transformed by the power of the wave, and I don't see how I can get home. I know this story seems incredible, but it is true.
Does sound a bit confusing, but fascinating as well. You seem quite sincere. I'd like to help you. I can't do anything about your appearance, though. The Shekandars claim high and low that they can control the wave, but it's not the case. They cannot control time. If you want to go on, you must meet Kronos. He is the only one who can help you.
Meet Kronos. Kronos is a god. No one can approach the domain of the gods.
Ah, but you are wrong. The sacred scrolls reveal many secrets. They tell of how the former king, Umara, found the gates to the domain of Kronos, the gates of eternity. Umara opened a passage, a magic arch, which leads to these gates. They say that this arch still stands somewhere in the depths of the desert.
In the desert? But the desert is immense. Don't you have any specific indications?
I'm afraid not. But you have Jadgarul. There is a spell which awakens the power of the arch leading to the gates of eternity. Could be useful to you.
I don't have any choice. I have to find the arch and go through the gates of eternity to meet the god of time. I feel like I'm dreaming. That I'll wake up and none of this will have happened.
The time of dreams is different. It leaves no trace on the sand. The Sand People believe that Nautiluses are reserved for the chosen. But that is just superstition, which is carefully nurtured by the Shekandars. The monks don't want the Sand People to keep their memories. Your Nautilus is special. It has a crystal chip in it. This stone emits a vibration which seems to be in tune with your Jadgarul. Very strange. This Nautilus will be precious to you. It will guide you well. That is Hierarch Mikhail's seal. I don't think he would appreciate my opinions, especially on subjects such as the freedom of the Sand People. He prefers that I don't see many people. My ideas are influence and spread. The seal's purpose is to reduce the number of visitors, but I don't mind. For a long time, I have been looking for a way to work in peace without having people disturb me. The Hierarch solved this problem for me. The tuning fork offers a protection similar to a light chronomantic mask. The tuning fork can be useful when you run out of Jadgarul. Some blades can charm the Moors with this flute. And under the influence of this flute, the Lemurs are not aggressive.
According to the sacred principles, the soul of man is the exact same shape as an upside-down pyramid. Each side represents one of the spiritual states of the Sand People. The first side is Adamid, the guardian. The second is the sage, the Visahid. The third is Ephahid, those who play. The last side, which dominates the others, is the Shekandar, the chosen of Kronos. The pyramid of ashes revolves in the wave's furious winds, and only the Shekandar can resist the force of the breath of the Sand God.
I cannot bear noise while I'm working.
and inhospitable. It's the land of the lemurs, these specters who are greedy for the sand of man. No subject of Kronos would dare to stay there. Sometimes the sacred gods come upon sandmen who have lost their memory wandering through the desert. These are the outcasts. They are taken back to the city where the priests restore their past and soothe their souls. Lemurs are dangerous creatures. The only ones who don't fear their evil powers are the lords of the wave. In fact, the chronomancers can even obtain magic formulas from them, which they then keep in prisms made from the purest quartz. Lemurs seem to be fascinated by crystals, and their caverns are illuminated by an abundance of these glowing stones. However, they are frightened by pure quartz because it can weaken their powers. Eternity. He left the city and discovered a coral arch in the desert, an enchanted door leading to divine shores. Ulmareth crossed Crumbling Rock Pass and didn't fall prey to its perils. Then he found himself before the motionless waters of the Sea of Eternity. But the king wasn't alone. Swimming among the still waters were the mermaids of time, guardians of the universal ocean. Their song swept through Ulmareth's soul as he bleakly contemplated his end. One of the mermaids took pity on Ulmareth and gave him a priceless gift, the gift of memory, which he could then give to the Sand People. The king came back safe and sound to the city, but his soul was shattered. He fell into a state of melancholy, desiring only one thing, to return to the Sea of Eternity and swim with the Mermaid of Time.
Ulmareth was a great king. I don't think the Sand God is responsible for his disappearance. I think the hierarch, Mikhail, knows the truth about all this. His brilliant sermons hide sinister lies.
What are you working on?
I have modified a chronomantic sphere in order to study the folds of time. I thought that time was the same shape as an arrow, a perfectly straight line from the past projected towards the future.
That's my opinion too.
Big mistake. Thanks to my chronoscope, I discovered that time is the shape of a vortex. A kind of cyclone with an immense force at its center, the heart of the vortex. This heart seems to attract all of the temporal currents.
Time would be a kind of moving spiral directed toward its own center, which I find a bit worrying. Anomalies would surely be produced if the past and the future met, but my machine must have disappeared because of this vortex.
I must continue my observations. Good luck, Voyager. May Kronos guide you to him.
It is Valsunek ought to be confined to the sphere. My power is greater than his, by far. It is he who ought to be serving me. I know a lot of secrets, a lot of magic, a lot of things that Valsunek will never guess. The ways of Kronos are obvious to me. I have made my prison a place of knowledge, but are you worthy of it? If you think you can buy my knowledge with such trinkets, you're mistaken. I am above the temptations of my kind. The energy of this hourglass reminds me of the rhythm of the sea, but I will resist its call. I can't help it. I can't resist. Give me that hourglass, and I'll give you a powerful spell. This hourglass for a chronomantic spell. That's a fair trade. Cast this spell and try to grab the hourglass of ashes. Go! Good. The body must be as quick as the mind. The sail of the Nautilus protects the Jargon. That is, if you know how to use it. You will be defenseless without Jargon. Here is some valuable information, apprentice. Some of these prisms are fake. If you touch one of them, the consequences will be both disastrous and permanent.
This prism contains a powerful spell, which very few can use. Chronomantics can open many doors. You simply cast the spell. The voice of the sea of eternity, the key to many voyages.
No one can defy the Hierarch and go unpunished. Take him away.